No firing at the line of control and at the international border. On the contrary, for once, Indian soldiers actually got the opportunity to greet their Pakistani counterparts. They offered them sweets on the occasion of the 66th Republic Day parade. And these are pictures that we bring to you of that ceremony. Waving that white, I come in peace, I come with peace flag. There was a flag meeting organized. This is the Aman Setu, at the command Aman Setu. This is at the Uri sector. This is the command bridge, and the Indian soldiers, they put up a white flag. This was, of course, decided earlier. After putting that white flag, the Indian soldiers walked up to half of the Aman Setu. The Pakistani soldiers then came from the other side. And these are pictures that we bring to you from the line of control, where Indian and Pakistani soldiers exchanged sweets at the Aman Setu. Can this be a new beginning? Of course, there has been firing along the international border. But Indian soldiers on the occasion of the 66th Republic Day carried sweets for their Pakistani counterparts, and they brought back presents from the people of Pakistan, from the Pakistan army, back to the Indian side. And Ambassador G. Parthasarthi is with me on this broadcast. You were former High Commissioner to Pakistan. Symbolic, important, or should this just be ignored?
Look, let's be clear. It is good to have this gesture. It is good for the army, so both sides, on a volatile line of control, to have contacts with each other, because it gives you an opportunity to cool off things if they get out of hand. Having said that, ultimately, on the line of control, it's certainly now better fenced, better protected than it ever was, and therefore infiltration is more difficult. Everything is going to be determined on whether or not there is infiltration. This whole controversy as to who started firing first is rubbish. If there is infiltration, we will either fire at the infiltrators, or if they are getting covering for fire, they'll fire at us first.
Okay.
So the important thing is, in 2003, and
the Ramzan ceasefire of 2003.
Yes, and then 2004.
Yes.
Since for 3 years there was no covering fire in infiltration. So let's see if we can go back to that period, and then I'm sure everything can move ahead.
Okay, in a very volatile situation, of course, the line of control is not what it used to be in the 1990s and until the Ramzan ceasefire of 2003. But General Malhotra, it's always good not just to know what's happening on the other side of the hill, but also keep in touch with the other company commander or whoever the two sector commanders are. And gestures like this are always very positive. General Malhotra.
Gaurav, it's neither good nor bad, it's traditional. So therefore, you have to decide whether the tradition needs to be carried forward or not, is one. Secondly, whenever you decide that you're going to operate from an element of strength, there is going to be friction. And this is the friction that you're seeing on ground, where increased firing, etc. is taking place. But at some stage, they will understand that it is not going to take them anywhere else. And hopefully, as Ambassador Parthasarthi said, we'll go back to the days when infiltration stops, because they will realize the futility of it all. But that will take a lot of doing. I wonder where tactically and strategically we can do it. Something on the ground and something diplomatically has to be done for this.
Okay. Rana Banerjee, post the Peshawar attack, Pakistan has been saying there's been a change in heart. There is no good terrorist. There is no bad terrorist. Pakistan will go after all terrorists. Then we see a very small, it's a very small tactical gesture at one post. But in your appreciation, is there a change of heart, sir?
No, they are going to tackle the problem of terrorism vis-a-vis the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan on the northwestern frontier with seriousness. They will not oblige us by taking any strong action at the moment against the Lashkar-e-Toiba or the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, because there are other social and more complex reasons for not doing this. And these are related to their domestic politics. And we have to understand that and be patient till they turn their focus against them. It won't happen anytime soon.
While we are patient, Ambassador Dogra, we cannot afford to lower our guard, because sometimes we are lulled into this feeling that, okay, Pakistan is suffering, they are our brothers, you know, perhaps they will have a change of heart, let's cut them some slack. that clearly we can't afford to do.
Exactly. We've been doing that for the last 67 years. Whether we should continue to do that, I don't think that would be advisable. There were periods when we thought that maybe this is the beginning of a new phase, but we were proved wrong all the time. So I don't think we should be caught on the wrong foot all over again.
Okay.
Exchanging sweets is a good idea. It's a good lull in the tensions, but that is about it. Nothing beyond that.
Okay. This is a good gesture happening at one post. Good. But you can't afford to lower your guard. We also have more breaking news that is coming in, this time from Delhi.